All hands on call. Guys, welcome to Friday. So we want to start with some shout outs this morning real quick. I want to start with you two, Scott and Jesus. Phenomenal job, guys, leading from the front. You guys, I'll give you guys a hand of applause. Like, honestly, you guys have been killing it, and I'm super proud of you guys. So, Brandon, you want to give some shout outs out?
Yeah, I'm going to jump in.
Oh, here we go.
Little bit of camera out there. I want to get in here real quick. What's going on? So the shout outs that I'm going to give, guys, I'm not walking around to the different departments and be like, hey, who do you want to shout out this week? I just got my ears open as I'm wandering through the halls over there and going between departments to try to hear good things, about people. And this one was real funny because I was sitting right next to Tammy. My desk was right next to her. She had her headphones in. She's working. She gets a call. She hangs up. She talks to a rep. She hangs up, puts her headphones back in, and kind of whispers to herself, I love him. And I'm like, well, I got to know who that was. I goes, Tammy, who are you talking to? She goes, Scott Sweeney. He's just the best. So first shout out was from Tammy to Scott Sweeney. Whatever you're doing, she's digging it. Keep doing that. The next one was for Mike Frawley.
Yes.
I was working with Christiana on a couple things, and she had sent out a question to Mike Frawley. And almost before she could explain to me the question that she asked him, Mike had responded back to her email like real quickly, and she's like, he's like a quick draw gunslinger with his email responses. So Frawley, shout out to him for being on the ball with communication. He doesn't waste any time. If people need stuff from him, he comes right through. So shout out to Frawley there.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, so as far as updates go, this is from the help desk. So there's a difference in their minds between a bug and an error. So I wanted to make a differentiation between the two so that when you send in your help desk tickets, you know how to get it and how to get the right response. So for instance, a bug means you're able to move forward just incorrectly. So the standard operating procedure for when you have a bug is you create a help desk ticket describing what you did, what you were expecting to happen, and then what actually happened. An error is when you get an actual error message that stops you from being able to move forward. The standard operating procedure, take a screenshot of the error message and copy the URL, send both of those to help desk. That'll help us be able to make them work through our issues and understand what we're asking for better when we need those things. So the next thing is email groups. So you need to go to your Outlook email, which is the website, the one you went into when you first set up your company email address. And then this video will walk you through how to find the group, how to request to add to it. And then once you get added into there, you'll be able to stay up to date on all the emails that come out from the company. So it's important that everyone goes in there quickly and adds themselves to that email. So we also have created a First Light YouTube channel that we want everyone to subscribe to. All of these cloud meetings that we do, whether it be the all hands call, our leadership series that we do before this, highlights from our executive calls that we have, trainings that we do with our partners, all those videos are being condensed down to basically highlight videos, and they're going to be stored on this YouTube channel for your reference and for your use in marketing videos and go up there and things like that. So there's a link to the YouTube channel. If you go on there and subscribe to that, you'll also get to stay up to date on all the highlight videos from these calls so that you can go back and review them with your teams. Make sure to go subscribe to that. This one's actually really important. So when you're scheduling your site survey after you've sold a deal, there's a question on there that says, customer is a Spanish-only speaker. If your customer speaks English at all, hit no there. But if they only speak Spanish, hit yes, so that our project coordinators coordinate with the rep who sold it to be there to help translate during the install process. I think we got one more, right, Holgi? Yeah, updated poop list. Hopefully, we end up eliminating stuff off there, and we get better at certain things. So a reminder from last week. If you don't use Elite Services to help your reps with failing email passwords, if you don't upload good pictures of your utility bills, if you ask for things to be done for you rather than ask to be shown how it's done, if you don't follow proper chains of command, and if you seek specific answers using vague questions, those are things that we're getting you on the poop list last week. Yep. And this week, two things that we've gotten from departments is if you add 20 people on an email every time you send one, then you're probably on somebody's poop list. Yeah. Know the people that you're addressing in the email or people that you need specific input or confirmation from. Address them in the body of your email and let them know what you need. Otherwise, leave them off the email so we don't get these things bogged down. So in the reverse of that, if an email is addressed directly to you and it never gets a response, then you're on someone's poop list. Let people know that you saw their email, and then give them a full response within 24 hours.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we have. Okay, go ahead. So Zach.
All right. So in Utah, we got Adam Salcedo. Did I say that okay?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
He is a good buddy of Nephi Sanabria out there in Utah. So he has a great leader out there, and we're excited to have him.
Nice.
Hey, Zach,
Zach,
can we call this guy Special Sauce?
Yeah, that's cool by me.
Hey, we got special sauce in the building, huh?
All right. Anyway.
That's saucy.
We do have one more. Go ahead, Scott, and introduce this guy.
Okay, this is Bo Hopwood. He's going to be a junior at St. Michael's College, majoring in environmental science. Great head and his shoulders. I actually met him at a business networking meeting, and just getting his feet wet. Excited. He's for several years he's been working at the Lake Champlain Yacht Club. So he's already connected with some pretty high-end boat owners, and so I'm pretty excited.
Love it, man. So it's Robert, but he goes by Bo.
Oh yeah, it's Bo. Yeah, he goes by Bo.
So you see Bo start putting up the numbers. Give him a shout out, guys. Welcome to the team, brother.
Welcome, Bo.
Yep. We got one more. Brian, Zach has one more. He said.
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to three. They're not new reps. They've been here for a little bit, but Sonia Barber, Gladys Flores, and Andreas Wright. We hired them. They're within their 4 week mark, so they're not new. They've been out there hustling. They've been out there working hard. But I want to give them a shout out because I know that they've been putting the work in, the time to study the craft and learn the industry. So it doesn't go unnoticed. So I obviously want to give them a little bit of love.
Sonia, Gladys, awesome. Thank you, guys.
That's awesome. I wanna give these new reps coming in just 10 things to focus on real quick as we move forward. Remember these 10 things. I have them written down here. So obstacles are opportunities. Remember to surround yourself with great people all the time. Learn to anticipate the future for yourself. Learn where you're headed, where you're going, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. Write things down and have goals for yourself, right? Number 4, remember that everyone in this life is going to pass away. Everyone's going to go to a different place on earth once we pass from this life. So remember that every day matters. It doesn't matter what you're doing, make it matter. So number 5, focus on being positive. Focus on the right stuff every day to make sure you become successful. Another one is find the right partners to partner up with when you're working with somebody. Stay away from the negative people that are bringing you down. I call those crabs in a bucket. When you try to get out, they bring you back down. Number 7, learn from others. Number 8, I say this, reward yourself. You work so hard doing this. Learn how to reward yourself. Travel the world, see different things, learn. It actually will it humbles you when you see how other people live outside of the U.S. And if you're going to fail, number 9, fail forward. Never fail backwards. Always fail forward. You'll learn from it every time. And number 10, this is a risky business. Learn to be happy with the risk you're taking. Learn to anticipate that there is going to be a risk. Don't let it surprise you, and go dominate. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. All right, Hoji. How are we with the battle royale?
Let's rally through this, man. So this contest ends the end of the month. So let's keep pushing on it, all right? So let's recap really quick for sake of time because we want to get to Scott here. You guys know who's been winning these things. We've had, of course, Diego and his team won the first round. There's Jesus, second round. I see that, Frawley. Sweeney, of course, he's out here dominating. That's why he's our MVP from last week. Or a week prior. This last round here, this one was a funny one, man. So of course, it was from the 3rd to the 9th, okay? So we had some good turnouts here. We had Larry dominating. Like to see that, Larry. Good job, buddy. Jesus, of course, is throwing up some good numbers. Scott Sweeney, of course, throwing down 4. We had an awesome turnout with Mukesh, guys. Look in the middle here. Look at that. 6 sales, throwing down 6 solids. It came down to a tiebreaker between the kilowatts and the smacks down. I had to go off kilowatts sold.
That is funny. That is awesome.
You can pipe in, Scott. It's okay. You can say a couple of bad words. But it came down to 39.27 versus 25.52. The one-man show. Giving that to you, Scott. I get that. But, man, yeah, kilowatts win this round. And then
Recount.
let's give a
Recount.
huge shout out to Mukesh. Look at this. 6 sales in 1 week. Mukesh, I would clap hard, but my wrist is broken. Good job. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Love it.
All right,
Nice.
without further ado, let's pull the curtains back. The commissioner.
Yes.
You guys know this guy's the fire commissioner for Burlington, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that is so awesome. The commissioner.
So I'm going to be real brief, real quick. I just want to touch on a couple high points, kind of what my mindset is. My number one thing, and this would probably make sense to most people, is trust. So that is what I do. Every time I am with someone, I am not hungry for them to put solar on their house, but I am 100% present because I am in no rush. When they're ready to talk solar, that's when I talk solar. You earn that trust, and they have the confidence in you. They start referring you, and a referral, half the battle's done. You already have the trust, and so you just break things down for them, and that's what I do. Those are my best practices.
That is money. It is so true. It doesn't matter what you do if it's not put into action. I love it. I truly do love it. You know.
Just wanted to break apart one thing that Scott said. So the relationship, the rapport building, it's to find common ground or common interest with somebody or, something. And so what I hear from Scott is people make decisions or don't make decisions for essentially 2 reasons. Number one would be trust. And then the second one is understanding. So what I see with Scott is, basically isolating that common ground, taking away the keys of the distrust factor, and then making sure that he spends the time with people so that they fully understand. When those 3 things link up together, you're going to be successful. But dude, phenomenal.
Awesome.
He's just so genuine too. That's what I love about the guy.
So true. Everyone on the company call gets to just soak in all the knowledge of what our top reps are doing and how they're doing it. Go make something of it. Go make shit happen. And I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend. And I can't wait to hear you guys next week. You guys, take care, huh?
See you guys.
See you.
Later, guys.